this is Carla and welcome back to the studio and thank you for joining me today. So as you can see in the video, I have received my May paper pumpkin kit. The name of this kit is The Best There Is. This is more of a masculine type card kit. It does create 3 cards, 3 of each design, and it has numerous sentiments in it that you can make Father's Day cards or just like a masculine type feel. So before I open this box and I create the projects in it, I do want to make mention of a couple of things that are currently going on with Stampin' Up. So let me bring that stuff in. So first, on this coming Tuesday, May 21st, for 24 hours, so it's just a one-day deal, Stampin' Up! Will be having free shipping on orders that are $75 or more. So basically anything that's in the online store, in our current catalog, it can include clearance rack, online exclusives. For that day, if your order totals $75 or more, you have free shipping. So I did want to make mention of that. I did post this in my Instagram account and also on my business Facebook page, along with sharing it then to my personal Facebook page as well. And I also just sent out a newsletter to my newsletter subscribers, letting them know about this as well. So since I'm doing this video today, which is Sunday, May 19th, this is my opportunity to let you know about that. Okay. So then the other thing that I also want to make mention is that Stampin' Up! Still has their starter kit special going on. This is going on for the whole month of May, so this will be done on May 31st. So when you join to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in your starter kit, you will get to choose $125 of your choosing in your kit. Now, the dollar amounts that I am giving you here, this is for those that are in the US, okay? So with the starter kit, again, you get to choose $125 in product of your choosing. That product can come from our current annual catalog. It can come through our online exclusives and even from the clearance rack. So the cost of that is $99 plus tax. The shipping is free. Now, in addition to that starter kit, you will also get a sample, one of the past paper pumpkin kits, so you can see what paper pumpkin is all about. There will also be some business type materials, so there will be like postcards, which the postcards, I don't use them, for sending out invites for events, but I do use them to put in the envelopes of my cards that I mail out that may have some kind of embellishment that could go through the envelope if it goes through that postal machine. So I find that those postcards work really well to protect the card when I mail them. There'll be a whole box of our current annual catalog as well. Now, when you join, if you have no desire to hold classes or do videos or build it as a business, that is totally okay. You can do it simply to be either a hobby demonstrator or a discount shopper, whatever terminology. It's for those people that just want the discount. They're not looking to build the business at all, but they get all the perks of being a demonstrator. Like when the new catalog comes out, you get to see it before it goes live to customers. Plus, you also get to do a pre-order of that new product as well. And there's a couple of other perks as well that go along with being a demonstrator. But for this month, from May 1st through the 31st, in addition to all of that, you will receive some new 2024 to 2026 in color products, which comes to an $82 value. Now again, this is in addition to what you choose in your starter kit. So you will receive a full 5-pack of the in color classic Stampin' pads, so one of each of the colors. You'll also receive a 6x6 pack of the designer series paper in those colors. I believe there 48 pieces, 48 sheets. I'm unsure. I don't have the pack here, but I believe you may get maybe 4 of each pattern, and they're double-sided, which then would make 20. No, there's probably more than that. So don't quote me. I apologize. But you will get a full pack of the in color 6x6 designer series paper. And also, well, nope, let's jump to number 3. You'll also get a whole pack. It's a variety pack of all the new in colors. This is the 8.5 by 11 cardstock. This is a pack of 20, so you will receive 4 sheets of each of the colors. And then also a pack of the in color Stampin' Write markers. These are our water-based markers, not our alcohol based ones. So with the new in colors, we have Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, which was an old color that Stampin' Up! Has brought back as an in color. There is Shy Shamrock, and then Summer Splash. Those are our new in colors that will be with us for another 2 years. So again, if you join between May 1st and 31st, in addition to your $125 of product of your choosing in your starter kit, and some of the business related stuff that you know, you don't have to, again, you don't have to build a business with this. You don't have to do videos. You can simply get a discount on all your future purchases. So if you are interested in this, if basically getting a discount on your crafting supplies, my email will be in the description of this video. Reach out to me if you have any questions at all. Okay. So I wanted to make mention of that, since now we're kind of like in the, a little bit over the middle of May. So I do want to make mention of that. And then in addition, if you are not currently working with another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you would like our current catalog, again, my email's in the description. Just send me an email, and provide, your full name and your complete mailing address, and I will get one of these out in the mail with you. I can't talk. Out in the mail to you, okay? So that's some of the non-paper pumpkin related things that I wanted to make mention. So let me bring this in. Now this was a printout that I did, and this was for our April, May, and June paper pumpkin kits. And the best there is, this is the one that we'll be doing today. And this kit, the designs of the cards and all that, and the colors, it does coordinate with the Country Woods Designer Series paper that is in our new annual catalog. So I'll let you know about June. So the subscription period for the June kit has started. It started on May 11th, and it'll go through till June 10th. And so for this one, it's called Life is Sweet. Celebrate the sweet things in life with textured artistic cards. So it'll make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and there'll be 9 coordinating envelopes. There'll also be some iridescent glimmer sentiments and pre-cut paper pieces, vellum accents, iridescent pearls, and linen thread. And the coordinating colors in this kit: Poppy Parade, Peach Pie, Lemon Lolly, Shy Shamrock, which is also the Stampin' Spot that's in the kit, Pool Party, and Pretty in Pink. So this particular kit features a lot of the new in colors. Now, the other thing that I do want to show you, there are coordinating dies that Stampin' Up! Comes out with that will coordinate with that 3 months of kits. So we had a set of dies that coordinated with the January, February, and March kits. Now, these dies, you don't need them to complete the projects in the kit. These are just simply an extra add-on that you can get for making other projects using with anything that you have left over in your kits. And it's just a nice little added thing that you can get. Now for April, May, and June, the coordinating dies that go to that is called the Thanks and Beyond dies. So in this set of dies, you have the butterfly here. This coordinated with the April Delicate Wings kit. This stitched banner piece here, this coordinates with the May kit, the Best There Is, which is what we'll be doing today. And then for June, there's this solid thanks die right here. So I do have the item number 164397. I do have the info for this in the description of the video. Now, at the time that I'm doing right now, at the time I'm doing this video, these are still available. These are available while supplies last. That's what I wanted to get out. So I will have this linked below in the description of the video as well. So as far as what happens after this, well, we'll get our sneak peek, I think, after our June kit subscription period has passed. Now, subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, I will let you know that we have two different subscription plans. There's one that's prepaid where you can purchase a 3, 6, 9, and 12-month subscription, I think. I think that's what it is. I have all of that linked down below. Then there's also the monthly subscription that you can sign up and subscribe, and you will get the kit every month. Now, before the 10th is over for that next month, you can pause the kit if you want, where you wouldn't get it. You can cancel. You can change the quantity of the kits that you get. There is no commitment to this, so it's up to you, how long you want to receive these kits. So that information as well would be in the description below. Okay, so now let's get started and let's open up this box and create all the little fun projects that are in it. Okay, so let me open this up. And let me take my drink here. I have the LaCroix. This is the Raz Cranberry. And I have it in my nice little cozy that says, I make pretty things. So I'm going to set that aside so I don't spill it. Okay, so in your kit, you're going to get a stamp set. And for this stamp set, we have a set of trees. And it looks like we have, I don't know, that looks like it can be ground or, yeah, it looks like you can use it for ground piece. There's one that says, well, why am I trying to read it off of that way? There is a printout in all of the kits that show you what the stamp artwork is. So we have, like I said, the double trees, and it looks like that could be some ground cover. A greeting says, Happy Father's Day to you. You're the best there is. And with love and admiration to the most amazing person. So these cards, you can make these for anybody, but with the Happy Father's Day in there and just the feel of these would make great masculine cards. So I'll put that aside. And then in our kit, we do have a Stampin' Spot. This is Misty Moonlight. And I will set this aside and I'll actually bring in my full-size ink pad instead of opening this up. There's also a sheet of glue dots. I always have some of these left over from these kits, so I always use them in my projects and in my videos. And then there's also some Stampin' Dimensionals. And then we do have a full color brochure to each of the kits. Now, all of it shows you the projects here. Again, it's total of 9 cards, three each of 3 different designs, and there's some really cool coordinating envelopes. So in the instructions here, there's no wording as far as your instructions go. It's all pictures. So it'll show you what you need to stamp, and then just basically how you assemble all of the projects. And when you see these these solid white hexagon, that's the Stampin' Dimensionals, and then the little dark circles, those are the glue dots. You also have a ruler on the side here, so if you had any twine or ribbon that you needed to cut, you got the ruler there. And then here's the layout of all the pieces for each of the kit. And then on the back, it does show those coordinating Thanks and Beyond dies that you can get. And then there's a picture of all the contents that are in the kit, what it makes, and then what all of the coordinating colors are. So in this particular kit, it's Basic Beige, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Pool Party, and Wild Weed. So a nice earthy, I would say maybe like an earthy tone to the whole kit. So there's our instructions. Now I already went ahead and I kind of separated all my pieces. So here's all my pieces for my first card, and I'll set that aside. And then I have all my pieces here for my second card. And then here's all the pieces for my third card. So I'll set those aside, and then here are those coordinating envelopes. So they have like a wood grain um, design on them, and they're just solid white on the inside. Okay, so let me go ahead and take this box and move it out of our way, and let's get started. Okay, so I have my pieces right here. Now, when you're a first time subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, you will get in your kit an acrylic block. Now, I think the ones that come with Paper Pumpkin may just be a little bit thicker than this one. This one, I think, may have came from one of the other kits that Stampin' Up! Sells. So, first time subscribers do get an acrylic block. Now, if you're subscribed and you get future kits, you won't get the block. You just want to hold on to this so that way you have a block to use for your next kits that you get. And I'll put that aside. So on here, I have my instructions right over here. So hopefully you can see it without no problems. So it shows me what stamp that I'll be using. So this is the one that says "You're the best there is." So I'm gonna remove that, and let's see what else. It looks like we got that other stamp, the one that looks like maybe it's like a ground filler type thing. And also they have us stamping the envelope. So I'm going to bring in this double set of trees here. And what I'm going to do, instead of using this block here, I'm going to use the blocks that Stampin' Up! Currently carries. These are a little bit thicker, and since I'm using more than one stamp on this project, I want to go ahead and just mount all of these on my blocks ahead of time. And then what I'm going to do, since these are new photopolymer stamps that I haven't used yet, what I want to do is I do want to just clean them. And the reason why is that in the processing of the photopolymer stamps, there is a film that's on them. So I want to remove that. So then that way I will have a much cleaner stamped image when I go to use them. Okay, and this is a chamois. We do sell this in our annual catalog. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my bone folder. So really with these kits, you pretty much get everything that you need for it. The only additional thing that you would need would be maybe a pair of scissors, a bone folder, and a take your pick tool, which would be good for adding any embellishments to your cards. It's not absolutely needed, but it's just, it's just a suggested item that kind of is nice to have in your crafting arsenal. But other than that, all the paper pieces and everything are in your kit. So for my card, it shows that, let's see, on this banner piece right here, I'm going to stamp the best there is. Now, again, I said that instead of using the little Stampin' Smot, these are great for when you're traveling instead of bringing like a big full-size pad. But since I'm at home doing this, I'll just go ahead and use my full-size pad. So on here, let me get an envelope because it actually has us stamping on our envelope as well. I'm going to stamp this double set of trees, and they have these stamped on the bottom left hand side here. I'll stamp that. Okay, and I'll set that aside. And then I have the greeting. And let's see if I can get this straight here. And there. Okay, and I'll set that aside. And then on, let's see, this little piece here that looked like ground cover, I'm guessing that is ground cover. It looks like they have us doing a little bit of stamping on the leaf part of this piece right here. So yeah, it just shows that we're stamping it just on the leaves just to add some interest to them instead of them being just plain. I'm just going to stamp over these leaves like so. One side. And while I'm doing this, I do want to make mention that on my YouTube channel, this past Friday, May 17th, for my live, I featured the Grassy Grove bundle. It's a bundle that we've had for a while. And that particular video was actually video number 100 on my YouTube channel. And so, being that it was kind of like a special video, I do have a giveaway that is going on. So the details are for that are in the video, so you'd have to watch the video. Also, that giveaway offer that ends at midnight tonight, Sunday, May 19th. So I just want to put that out there if you're watching this and it's on Sunday. Okay, so here is my piece right here. So I got some of that interest on there with stamping those little dots and stuff on there. So now let's go ahead and let's assemble our card. So they have on this piece here, they have dimensionals. So it shows you how many are being used. So there's 3 of them. So I'll add 3 on the back like so. And then on the back of this piece here, they've used the glue dots. And so I'm going to bring in my Take Your Pick tool. Now on this end, I do have there's an adapter brush that you can put on here, and this is great for using to get the little bits from your die cuts. And there is another top to it that's the putty end, so it's great for picking up your little embellishments and things like that. But what I want to use is this tip here to remove my glue dots. So it shows that we're putting 2 glue dots on the back of this piece, and then put that aside, and then there's another piece here, this one right here. Let's see, doesn't look like there's any stamping at all on this, but it does show that we're going to put 6 dimensionals on this piece. So they have like 3 on either side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 in each corner. And I don't want this to be really saggy in the middle. So what I'm going to do with the other 2, instead of putting it on the outer edges, I'm going to come in just a little bit. Let's see. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. We'll put them right there so they're in a little bit so the middle won't sag. Okay, so we're going to take this piece, let's see. Going to take our dimensional backings off of that piece, and then I'm going to remove the paper backings off of my glue dots, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to place this. Let's see, how do they have it on here? So this will kind of be over this like so, and I don't want it to hang off of my card. Bring it over just a little bit like so. We'll put that right there, and then our greeting, we will place that right up here. I'm just going to line that up, that edge to the top edge there of that piece, and press that down, and then we'll remove our paper backings. Very easy card to put together. The projects that are in the kits, most of the time they are card kits, and the kits are very, very easy. So the paper pumpkin kits are really great for those who may be wanting, who have an interest in doing handmade greeting cards. And it's a great thing to start with because you have everything that you need, except again for the scissors and you don't even need a ruler. So a scissor, maybe a bone folder, and a Take Your Pick tool, and that's all you need to create the kit. So here is our first card along with our envelope. So let's go ahead and get the stuff for our second card. Okay, so for my second card, let me just grab my pieces. I only need 1 of each piece for this one. Need one of those, and then I need 1 of these little tags and our greeting banner. And let me put this all aside. And I will also need another envelope for this one as well. So I'll put that aside. So what I'll do is I will start off with folding and burnishing my card base. Burnish that. And let's see, what do we need to do with our pieces here? So on our, okay, So what we're doing on here is we're going to take our ink and we're just going to brush some of this on the edges. Now, using the smaller pad would be easier than doing this. And I will tell you that this ink pad is very, very inky. So I need to put that down. And let me get another piece of scratch paper or something here so that way I don't get ink all over my fingers. And then let me ink up this edge and this edge. And let me put that down so I don't have all this ink, and of course it's all over my ink pad too. So doing this will be much easier and much cleaner by using the smaller ink spot. Okay, so I think we're good there. So let me take this and set this aside and let that dry completely before we do anything with it. I put that aside, and then I have my greeting that says Happy Father's Day. So let me go ahead and stamp that. Yeah, this ink pad is very, very, very inky. And I will stamp that right in the middle. So, and we'll put that aside. And then just like our other card, we're going to bring in the envelope and we're going to bring in this double tree. And we're going to stamp on our envelope for this one as well. Okay. And then we'll close this up since we're done with this. Okay. Now let's see. So let's take our envelope. Let's set that aside. And then let's take our pieces here. Now you've got the trees here that have already been pre-stamped on this. And for this piece, we're putting 3 Stampin' Dimensionals down on this. Okay, and I'll put that aside. Then on, let's see, the base of our greeting, it has us putting three of these blue dots towards the bottom. Like so. Okay, and then this piece right here, we're going to remove the paper backings off of this, make it a little bit easier in knowing exactly where we're putting the dimensionals and those glue dots. So we're going to take this and kind of center this on our Misty Moonlight strip like so. And then on this card, it's showing that this side here is going to overlap on top of this. So this is going to be the side that we're going to put a glue dot. And then since this part is going to be hanging off on this side, we need to lift it up so it's even with that one. So then we'll take 2 more of these dimensionals and we'll add them right there. Okay, so we'll kind of set that aside. And then on the back of this piece, now this piece, this pattern right here, this mimics that, what was that, the Country Woods DSP. It's a really pretty DSP that's like all wood grains, and some of it has all these different stained color. So it's really, really pretty paper. So on this, it has glue dots. Now, if you have Stamp and Seal or liquid glue, you can use that as well on your cards. You know, for doing something like this, putting these solid panels onto the card base. But I'm going to utilize the contents that are in the kit. So then that way you can see that this is all the stuff that you need, that you don't need to have additional items to create these projects. Okay, so we're going to start off with taking the glue dots, the paper backings off of the glue dots. And I do have my pop-up trash bin right over to my left here. That's where, when you see me going across with my arm, that's what I'm doing. I'm just throwing stuff away in there instead of throwing it all over my desk. I don't know about you, but I can't work when I got just like a big hot mess going on. Okay, so let me make sure my card's the right way. We're going to center this on our base, like so. And then we're going to take our circle piece here that's got the two trees already printed on it. And I'm going to place that, make sure that's straight. And we don't need that. And I'm going to place that like right about there. And then our greeting, take these off. A little paper backing. Okay, and then we're going to place this right, look straight. There we go. So there is our second card along with our coordinating envelope. Very pretty. On to our next card. Okay, so for my third card, I remember just to pull out the things that we need for just this one card. So I have my card base here, and I'm going to fold and burnish this. So, and we'll kind of set that aside. Now we have this banner piece right here. And this is going to use that stamp that says, "With love and admiration to the most amazing person." So I'm going to bring in my ink and we're going to stamp that. But this particular kit, it looks like that every stamp image that they have in the stamp set is being used for these cards. Usually there may be like a stamp or two that isn't used in the projects, but it's there so you know, if you want to make additional cards, because the stamp sets are good, you know, even when the kit's done, you know, you can use them in all your future crafting projects. Okay, so that's stamped right there. And then just like our other two cards, I'm going to bring in my envelope and that double set of trees. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Okay, and then we're done with all the stamping. So we'll close that up and we'll set that aside. Now, just like with our other card, we have these two sprig pieces here. We have one in the pool party and the other in the wild wheat. And on the back of these, we're going to bring in our glue dots. And we're going to add 2 to each one of these. Like so. Okay, put that aside. And then on the back of our greeting, we have 4 dimensionals on that. So we have 2 up here, and then we have 2 right down here. Okay, so I'm going to remove the paper backings off of all of my pieces. I'm going to set that aside. We'll remove these. We don't want it to stick to my fingers. Okay, now let's bring in the card base. And let me kind of slide these out of the way so I don't get them stuck before I need them stuck. Okay, so then we're going to take these, and it looks like we have our wild wheat one is placed right over the top of our pool party. So just line up the circles, but we're just going to have these pieces kind of off to the side here. Okay, right. Just stick it right there. And then we're going to stick this down right in the middle here like so. And then our greeting piece is going to sit right on top, and it'll be in the center of that printed piece there on our card base. And there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So there is our third card. Really love the pool party and that wild wheat color together. So let me bring in the other 2 projects that I had created for you today. So here is the first card along with its coordinating envelope. And then we have our second card here. And this really does bring in that Country Woods Designer Series paper that is available in the annual catalog. It is a 12 by 12 paper. So here are the 3 cards from the best there is paper. Was it the May 2024 paper pumpkin kit? If paper pumpkin sounds like something that you would be interested in, that's great for your beginner stamper. And for those who would like to have a nice quick project that maybe they can take with them while they're on the go, like whether they're doing some kind of road trip, of course, if you're a passenger, or, just, something small, something that's kind of quick to do where you don't have to put a lot of thought in designing the cards and pulling all these different products that you need to put them together. Everything is included in the kit. The only thing that you would need is possibly a take your pick tool. It's not absolutely needed, but it is a nice handy tool for embellishments and for like those glue dots. Also possibly a pair of scissors. This is the Stampin' Up! Paper snips. And then even possibly a bone folder. Again, it's not absolutely needed, but it's nice for getting a nice fold on your creases. So other than that, like I said, the paper pumpkin kit is available as a prepaid, so you can choose I believe it's 3, 6, 9, and 12 month. And then there's also the monthly subscription where on the 11th of each month you will be charged for that month's kit. And typically within a week's time after that, you will receive the kit in the mail. Of course, that's as long as the post office, doesn't, lose your package, and hopefully that doesn't ever happen, but it does happen. But usually, you get it within a week from when it ships on the 11th or the 12th. And from there, like I said, when you subscribe, the following months, as long as you do this by the 10th of each month, say if the following month you see the preview of what the kit is and maybe it's not your cup of tea, you don't really like that one, you can skip it. So you do have to go to the website and you do need to pause it. If you don't want the kit after that, you'll have to go out there, you'll have to pause it again. Otherwise, it will automatically ship. Now you can pause. You can, if you really like what the kit looks like and maybe you want to get 2 boxes or 3 boxes rather than just the one, you can do that as well. And you could also cancel. There is no commitment. You just have to do these things by the 10th of each month for that month's kit. So all the information that I have in regards to Paper Pumpkin and the kits in it and the add-on dies is all in the description. And then I also have links to my online store if you would like to take part of that free shipping on orders of $75 or more. That's a one-day deal that happens on Tuesday, May 21st of 2024. And then also there will be a link to my email for if you do need a catalog, if you're not working with another demonstrator. And also there'll be a link if you would like to be part of my newsletter subscribers. For the most part on my newsletters, I do send them out at the beginning of the month. But in this instance, for this month, I did send the one out at the beginning and I just sent one out today that was advertising the free shipping because I didn't know about that when I first created it. So I don't bombard you with a whole lot of emails every month. Um, one other thing that I want to say. Oh yes, and I also have a giveaway going on on this past Friday Night Live, which featured the Grassy Grove bundle. If you watch the beginning of the video, and I mention it again near the end, I do have a giveaway going on. So while you're over there, if you like what you see, I have a lot of videos. Last Friday, it was video number 100 on my Blue City Stampin' Studio YouTube channel, and there's a lot more videos coming in the future. So if you haven't already done so, please like the video, please like this video or any of the videos if you take the time to watch them. Give them a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. It does help me in not only, growing this channel and getting, putting myself out there to more viewers, but then it also helps me in growing my Stampin' Up! Business. So I thank you everyone for joining me for this Paper Pumpkin unboxing and creating. And I will see you next month with the new kit, which will be this one here, Life is Sweet. So until then, everyone have a blessed one and stay safe. Bye bye.